Hey guys, I wanted to talk with you today about dividing or partitioning your plane shapes into equal parts. So when you are dividing or partitioning your shapes into equal parts, you need to make sure the pieces that you are separating are all the same size. Think about if you were sharing a pizza with your friends. You each would want to have the same equal parts. So if we were to have a circle and we want to show that we would like 1/4 of the circle shaded, we're going to just color one out of the four pieces. Remember how I said all the parts were equal? If you were to have one of each of these slices, say this is Tom, Sally, Mary, Joe, they would each have the same amount. We're just talking about that one person's share, so that's 1/4 of the circle. In our next shape, we would like to shade 2/3 of our trapezoid. So this entire section, 2 out of the 3 are going to be shaded. 2/3 of our shape is shaded. In the next shape, our square, we're going to shade half of it. So it's shared between maybe 2 people, and half of it is being represented as shaded. So 1/2 of the square is shaded. In the next part, our hexagon is being divided into 6 pieces. We want to show one of them as shaded. 1/6 of the shape is shaded. In the next shape, we would like to show 1/3 as shaded. And then in the last shape, we have a circle that's divided into 6 parts. We're going to shade 5 of the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more will make 5. Almost the whole shape is shaded, but not quite. 5/6 of the shape is shaded. So when you are dealing with fractions, fractions are separated into 2 parts. On the top, you have the numerator, and on the bottom, you have the denominator. And the way I like to remember the names is numerator goes on the top, and denominator goes on the bottom, down. So when we have our shape, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 parts all together, and 2 of them are shaded. So 2/4 of the square is shaded. Then we have a circle. How many parts are there? 1, 2. That's going to go on the bottom, down in the denominator. And then one of the parts is shaded. It's going to go on the top. 1/2 of the shape is shaded. Let's take a look at the next one. How many parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 goes down in the denominator. How many parts are shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4/5 are shaded. In the next shape, how many parts are there? 1, 2, 3. How many parts of those 3 are shaded? 1. 1/3 is shaded. Next, we have a half circle. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections. How many of them are shaded? 5 out of the 6, 5/6. In the next shape, it is divided into 8 sections. How many of them are shaded? 1, 2, 3. So remember, those two parts of the fraction are the numerator and the denominator. Remember, denominator is down on the bottom. Using what we learned about those new names, numerator and denominator, we're going to write the fraction of the shaded area. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts goes in the denominator. How many of them are shaded? There are 3. In the next shape, we have 6 pieces that the shape is divided into. 1 out of the 6 is shaded, 1/6. In our rectangle, it's partitioned or divided into 3 parts. How many of them are shaded? 1. In our next shape, green, my favorite color, it's divided into 4 parts. 1 out of the 4 is shaded, 1/4. Can you remember what the top number is called in the fraction? You said numerator, that's correct. The bottom number in the fraction, think of that D word, denominator. Numerator is in the top, denominator is down in the bottom. In our rectangle, there are 6 parts. Almost all of them are full for 1 whole, but not quite. There are 5 that are shaded for 5/6. In our circle, looks like a pizza. There are 8 parts. 3 of them are shaded, 3/8. In our next shape, there are 2 pieces. Only 1 is shaded. 1/2 of the shape is shaded. We have our next shape separated into 8 parts. 7 out of 8 are shaded. 7/8 are shaded. And our last row. Our rectangle is divided into 8 parts, sharing maybe a candy bar with 8 of your friends, maybe a Kit Kat it looks like. There are 8 pieces. 5 of them are shaded, 5/8. Our square is divided into 4 parts. 1 out of the 4 is shaded, 1/4. Our circle is up next. There are 3 parts that our circle is divided into, and 2 out of the 3 are shaded for 2/3. And then with our last shape, it is divided into 3 as well. 2 out of the 3 are shaded for 2/3. Remember, kiddos, when you are working with your fractions, numerator is the part that is the shaded part. Denominator is how many pieces there are all together, numerator and denominator. Hopefully this information helps you out when you are working with your fractions. Thanks, kiddos.